Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I'll try to break a Guinness World Record tonight. 168 slides in 10 minutes. I'm afraid when the time starts, I'm either gonna talk very quickly, or I'm not gonna do the record attempt anyway. Hello Hamburg. It's great to be here. Thank you for Michael and Frank for inviting me. I'm Jakob Kahlen, creative director of Hello Monday. Try to translate that for you. Just speed introduction. We were founded in 2006, 23 employees, 3 offices, Copenhagen, Aarhus, small city, or second largest city in Denmark, and New York. We work as a creative digital agency, so today I'll be representing like the more commercial side of it. So that's who we are, a bit of who we work for. We work a lot for Google. This is Demo Slam, demonstrating Google projects, Victoria's Secret iPad app. Google One World is like celebrating 1 billion downloads of Google Earth plugin, Google App Galaxy. This is promoting ad possibilities within mobile apps. And PlayStation, Snapple.com, Sesame Street, really fun client. We built a new home for the Muppets, so it's like this giant Muppet-o-matic machine that kids can browse around the Muppets. And we recently rebuilt a Reebok.com global brand website. So a lot of different projects. We're very fortunate to work with great clients. Even though we're a small company. So today I'm going to talk about Life of George. Before I talk about it, just so that we're on the same page, I'm going to talk over this video about the concept. So Life of George is called, it's a new category of apps called accessories. It's basically we connect an app, like a gameplay within an app, with some image recognition technology. So you get a task on your app, you build it on your playmat, you take a picture of it, and they can recognize how fast and how precise you build this app. That's one part of the game. It's like 12 levels of different environments, different stories. There's a 2-player app, so you can challenge your friends. And you pass it on to the other guy, and it's simple 2-player mode. So this is all, of course, built on this 8-bit, really simple game. So everybody, like kids from 6, 7 years or something, can play. This is where it gets interesting. It's like build your own. You can build your own models, and you can challenge your friends. You can name them and challenge your friends and your own models. So this is where it really gets Lego, the basic Lego DNA, like inspiring kids to be creative. So to start off with, I want to tell you how this came about, like the whole process of the project. I have to start explaining what Lego New Business Group is. It's kind of an autonomous group within Lego. They are 5 to 10 people. I think there may be more, like 8 to 10 people today. They work on new business possibilities. The premise of the whole new business group is this. So they couple Lego with something. They did some projects you might know, like Muji, Japanese super chain, like supermarket chain. They did something like with like cardboard and Lego. What can we do with that? Lego and architecture. There's this architecture called Adam Reed Tucker. He already built famous landmarks in his basement in Chicago. So he approached Lego, and this became a project of the new business group to release these architecture models, and they actually have his name down here. So it's like a great example of a small project, but working out of his basement. So Lego trying to be out there for the subculture of what's going on with Lego. There's a lot of stuff going on in the fan culture of Lego bricks. Lego plus co-creation, a project called Crusoe. It's like kind of like Kickstarter, if you know Kickstarter, only for Lego projects. So you can propose Lego projects, and if enough people back it up, then it's going to be produced. This is coming out. It's a Minecraft built in Lego. It's one of the projects that got most votes. So Apple wanted to play with Lego, so to speak, so they approached them to speak about this new thing. This was a couple of years ago, called accessories. So it's kind of a new breed of products coming out where you have a digital interaction with a physical object, and it's basically what these guys are experimenting with and have been for a lot of years. But now this is becoming commercial, and people, companies like Crayola, and this is Griffin Technology. It's basically you can control your physical objects via your iPhone or iPad or something like that. So Lego and Apple were working on what happens if you couple Lego and the iPhone. And nothing really happens on its own, unless you have some kind of like basic component or basic concept to drive this. So luckily these guys, an Israeli company called IQ, it's advanced image recognition technology. They approached Lego and said they had some technology, and they were experts in building toys with optical technology, and they wanted to play as well. So those three things combined, they started crafting some prototypes of this. This is a play mat, so it's basically the whole foundation of the game. So this is calibrating the camera, so the camera knows the colors and the sizes of what you build. You build really, really simple, kind of like 8-bit models. You place it on the playmat, and the camera can recognize the colors and the shapes, and therefore you kind of have the whole basis for a game. So enter this guy. This is George. George is a character that Lego have been playing around with for a while. They just basically built him and had him standing on the tables of the new business group. They didn't really know what to do with him, but this seemed like the perfect project to get him in play. So George is like a factory worker. He works in this really boring cubicle universe. He loves numbers because he's like a number guy and software engineer. He also loves traveling. He loves getting out of his cubicle, and he loves taking pictures. So he dreams of going to Hawaii, to the exciting big cities of the world. And this is where we come into the picture. All this was actually going on before we met the project. So there's a lot of thoughts and concepts, and some of the thoughts more loose than others. So we got to meet George, and we got this the new business group is really amazing. It's a really amazing collection of guys from all over the world working in Denmark, and we instantly clicked with George. He was this awesome character, and he really had some potential. A lot of us have been playing 8-bit games, like from the C64 times, and so we just loved the whole 8-bit feel of the character and the whole thing that they've been trying to craft. So we helped Lego craft the story, the kind of the overall storyline. So where could this George character travel to when he was off duty? So we just started brainstorming, like from Japan, Paris, abducted by aliens, or being on Hawaii, all sorts of stuff. And the model builders, the model designers, amazing guys at Lego started building these characters. It's basically pixel 8-bit icon characters, and they just started building a big library. We tried to couple them to find out which scenes or which levels had the most potential. These were some of the first ones for the beta launch. So we did together with Lego and IQ, we did a beta version to sell internally in Lego. That's the way a new business group works. So they basically have to sell it to the management. So we started crafting the whole experience flow. This is kind of like from a business presentation, the whole flow from going from where's this going to be sold, and what's the packaging, all the components in the pack going to look like, and the whole flow of the experience. We got in, of course, into more details as to how the interaction design, the screens are going to work. Like be cool to have some albums that he can gather the pictures in. Maybe he should have 2 albums, one with like the fixed levels and one with his own life, where you could save your own models. And we got into, these are basically just boring versions of this for the developers to know what happens if you click the corners and the graph. So other than the flow, we started crafting the world as seen through the eyes of George. This is really why we got on board and why LEGO asked us to come on board of this project. So they wanted to give it like kind of a characteristic look, not a generic LEGO look. If you know all the new kind of LEGO bricks, Harry Potter, Star Wars, all that kind of stuff, it's really generic. It's super nice and high quality production quality, but it has this 3D look that it's really expensive to do, and it's kind of generic. So they wanted George as a model to stand out from the background graphics. They wanted simple, bright colors and the spirit of the 8-bit stuff, but not pixelated and not ugly, but not too designy. And they wanted to have like kind of each level, each story to have